Aloha, y'all. It is Saturday, Saturn's day, named after Kronos, Father Time, Saturn. Etymologically, esoterically, it is also ruled by Saturn. It is the 6th of December. The sun is in Sagittarius, 14 degrees. The moon is in Cancer, 7 degrees. I'll reference the astrology as we go, but some major aspects. There's still a grand water trine between Jupiter, which is retrograding in Cancer, Mercury in Scorpio, and Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Pluto's opposite Jupiter. Jupiter is squaring Chiron. And the Sun and Venus are squaring the North Node? That's no, Saturn. It's hard to see. I'm still waking up. Anyway, I'll reference these things as we go. But the cards I have pulled already, because I do these on live on Facebook, much longer reading, but this is kind of the TikTok, YouTube, Instagram 10-minute limit thing. The Magician card, the Starman in this deck, the Magician card. The clarifier is the Page of Pentacles, and the wild card is from the Dante's Inferno deck, Inhuman Antagonists. Gnarly art there. So let's get into it. I've written music for all the major arcana. So, Death card, Magician card, all of it. And with these tools, a reggae, really cool song, I'll post in the comments, is the song I wrote for this. With these tools, i.e. the tools on the table, the elements that you are made of, as above, so below. The Starman, the Alchemist, the Magician, is about manifesting your reality. Ideas are communicated and brought into the physical world with ease. You have everything you need to create the world you desire, reconfiguring yourself in liberating, expressive, and complex ways. Pluto and Aquarius, right? We are changing what it means to be a human. The Starman, the Magician card, on page 24, I will blow your mind. The Starman is an attractor field through which we can observe the self we believe to be true. With the Sun, Venus, Mars, and Sagittarius, we're like, what is truth? Quidus veritas. Mercury and Scorpio is like, I'm willing to look at things in a deep way. Pluto and Aquarius, Uranus retrograde in Taurus last degrees is like, we have to change. We're more than we think. We're also animals. It's like a huge paradox, kind of mindfuck time. Can't you feel it? We are being invited to see the inherent nature of the human condition and look at what has been fashioned by culture through the ages, the belief and value systems we have simply adopted. When you turn on TV and they say, this is the news, or, these are the people that are on the ballot, vote for them. These are prescriptives. I'm not even saying they're not real. They are real. Are they true? Sagittarius Sun? Not necessarily the way we assume. Culture is not your friend, as Terence McKenna would say. It's a program that you are conscripted into. His glorious presence awakens us to see another realm entirely, and in that resonance, seemingly irrefutable facts are seen as fictions. Mercury and Scorpio, North Node in Pisces, Pluto and Aquarius, Uranus retrograde, last degrees of Taurus. We are getting our shit rocked, and we're like, what do you mean the elite don't have my interest at heart? What do you mean I'm a dream of God in an avatar in a dream? We see the Starman bringing the seed of transformation to the world, carrying the weapon that compels us to self-destruct in the one hand, and the golden key that unlocks our supreme potential in the other. The luminous one descending to earth with his arms outstretched, the alien messiah, a vision of ecstatic color, light, and fire, molecular worlds streaming tendrils of life-giving substance. Traveling through space, surrendered in time, ripples in the exosphere, his presence shimmering with ancient symmetries, waiting for the right moment to reveal his power, because he knows it will blow our minds. A palpable sense of creative potency hangs in the air, a hidden potential demanding to be realized. The dissolving of the Starman's solid form into the golden pool of liquid light, the sheer willingness to melt himself down to be reborn as something fresh, something new, but containing all of the elements woven from the past, which is a powerful metaphor. Gandalf the Grey dies, resurrects, Gandalf the White. Coal, heat, pressure, diamond. Rising from the ashes, like we are more powerful than we ever dreamt. We too can place the personality and the various jaded facets of ourselves into the flame of the creative fire to be reconfigured in ever more liberating, expressive, and complex ways. Sun and Sagittarius. We must throw ourselves into the white-hot flames, and despite the heat and sheer intensity, know that we can never disappear. To boldly confront the fear of destroying that which we cherish, something complete and comfortable, Uranus retrograde, last degree Taurus, with great intrinsic value, and yet be courageous and break it down. Mercury and Scorpio, Pluto and Aquarius. To trust the Starman as he propels us towards the possibility of discovering what we didn't know we did not know, revealing the raw components of life with all of the thoughts, frailties, passions, and anxieties which can now be transformed and recombined into something powerful, impactful, extraordinary. It's awesome. He knows power does not come from him but through him. We're conduits. of the divine. And he wields it with absolute integrity, creating something magical out of nothing. Saturn, Neptune, conjunction Pisces. North Node of Pisces. The Starman offers us the elixir, a constant visual theme and quest in my work with David Bowie. He's been on my podcast. If you don't know about my podcast, 321 episodes. Check it out, Team Rabbit Hole. One word, hashtag Team Rabbit Hole. How to create things that brought things to the surface to be seen, felt, and ultimately be healed of its own destruction. Mercury and Scorpio. We must risk our own destruction, risk our own failure, and embrace what appears to be a mistake. Bowie seized upon things that would have been viewed as insignificant, and these were often things that bore the most fruit. Tiny Tim is a limp kid who is poor. He is a catalyst for the transmutation of Ebenezer Scrooge into his higher magical form. Right? Things that are broken allow the light to enter, which is a paradox, but it's part of the magic of the Tao we are in. He was not afraid to pull things apart that already looked finished to reveal something unexpected and significant. When the Starman appears, the Magician card appears, it is to signal to see what elements of your life can be reinvented and rethought in order to create and reveal something extraordinary. He is calling you to discover your full creative potential. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm going to be my highest actualization in the dream. So manifesting your reality, ideas are communicated and brought into the physical world with ease. You have everything you need to create the world you desire by reconfiguring yourself in liberating, expressive, and complex ways. We have to be the change, right? The clarifier is the Page of Pentacles, right? So it's the airy part of practicality, embodying things in a game. He's like, I tip my hat to you, sir. I know we are, why so serious? Like, we got to play the game, right? We're all picking a Monopoly piece, which is our astrology charts, if you want to put it that way. So fire signs, earth signs, whatever, all the elements playing in an actualized way of apprehension, and then we get to infinitely play with one another on the playground of consciousness. That's kind of what's going on here. So if you're an earth sign, if you're Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, you are a pentacle, and the Page of Pentacles, like I said, is the grounded part of, where is it? Here we are. The grounded part of play, the embodied imagination. So I value all of life, all the elements. I value it all. Page 92, being observant and resourceful, looking to the little details, Mercury and Scorpio, enjoying collaboration, Pluto and Aquarius. How do you look at the details of your life and collaborate in such a way that you know that you are EQing on all levels? That's how we play the game and kick ass and take names. But there's shadows to deal with, right? Inhuman antagonists on page, well, I don't know what page, I think 41 probably, but number 31. Can you tell I've had 3 cups of coffee? Inhuman antagonists. But never yet was Trojan fury found, nor that of Thebes to sting so cruelly. Brute beasts far less the human form to wound, as 2 pale naked shades were stung, whom I saw biting run, like swine when they escape, famished and eager from the empty sty. Canto 30. That's a lot of Old English from Dante's Inferno, but it is what it is. The journey among the falsifiers, those who misrepresent themselves, Dante is amazed at the sight of them tearing at each other's flesh like wild beasts, hungry ghosts, as the Buddhists would say. In the poem, those who try to disguise themselves or hide their true identity lose all sense of their self and revert to a feral state. If you hide it under a bushel and you don't tap into who you are, you get more basic in NPC mode, and it's desires and impulses leading you. They do anyway, but are you aware of it? For reasons of shame, doubt, or self-loathing, we may pretend to be something we are not. We may wish people would see or treat us differently, but we cannot maintain the fiction without losing a piece of our soul. This card is a reminder to let your true light shine forth. Sun in Sagittarius. Be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished, and others will see and celebrate the glorious and genuine you. So our power is in our uniqueness, right? And when we put on the Thanos glove with all our elements and play in a game of life in a different way, we can rise out of our programming and see things in a new way. So if you know people who have never heard about astrology or tarot or magic and archetypes and all the stuff I'm geeking on, tag them. They probably will pick up on this. Holler for a reading. 3 hours of astrology, $150. An hour of cards, 5 tarot, 5 oracle cards, $50. If it's your birthday, it's half off on either or both. There's a great deal. Happy birthday, Sagittarians. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on cards yourself, so you can have a lot of fun like what we just did for an hour for half off if you do that. Check out the song I wrote with these tools. You'll love it, I promise. If you don't, I'll pay you. Right? Check it out. It's in the comments, or whatever. Yeah, I'll post the link in the comments. And just know that we're all doing this thing together, and it's what a magical mystery tour it is. On that note, enjoy your Saturn's Day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.